You know what disturbs me probably more than anything else is how these people associate dogs with children. And by that I mean they project dogs themselves as if they're no different from children. And I want to show y'all this. It's related to that story of that dog that they found in Florida on the beach. But this is a different media outlet. I want you to hear what this woman says about this dog. And it's kind of eerie because she seems so brainless and disconnected. Like she puts no thought into what she says, just says it.
That's what he deserves.
Don't even have the capacity to understand because he's so affectionate. He's very friendly. He jumped up into your car. Like, I don't understand. He's not even capable of defending himself.
She said that this pit bull is not capable of defending itself. Okay? This is the most dangerous creature in society. She said is incapable of defending itself. Now, I believe she said that because of how people project dogs as no different from children. She was trying to project the dog the same way a child is projected, because children actually are incapable of defending themselves. You see, that is true about children. It's not true about dogs. And when you talked about children, children are specifically incapable of defending themselves against a dog attack. Kids can defend themselves against other kids, other child attacks, not an attack by a pit bull. So what she said was flat out false, and always just a false statement. And her intent was to replace, and that's what we see in this country right now, and in many other countries around the world, this attempt to replace children with dogs most definitely seems like a form of population control.
The young pit bull was found almost lifeless.
And listen to the other things that she said, the other airheaded, brainless. Now, I say these people have a low IQ. Statements like this support that argument.
That's what he deserves.
Don't even have the capacity to understand because he's so affectionate. He's very friendly.
It's affectionate, friendly. People said that about all dogs that have attacked. Every single dog that has ever attacked someone, you're going to find people who called it friendly before it attacked. That's the brainlessness I'm talking about. And the dog is not friendly. It's not affectionate. Dogs are not friendly. Dogs are not affectionate. They're just simply not attacking you. And what do you mean it jumped into his car?
He's so affectionate. He's very friendly. He jumped up into your car.
Okay, so, and? What's that supposed to prove? It jumped into his car, so what?
Like,
that's supposed to be proof that it's harmless. You can't make this up. Oh, if you jump inside of a car, you can't be a killer. Oh, there's no way you could be a harmful individual if you jump into a car. What does that mean? So I deal with these types of statements and I get frustrated, and then I just come out and I call them nutters and I say they have a low IQ. I don't care. You stop making crazy statements like this and I'll stop saying that you all have a low IQ. That's just low IQ-ness right there. What in the world is she talking about?
He's very friendly.
Jumped into your car. Is it that easy to persuade you and convince you of harmlessness? Hey, look at me. Oh, it walked over Oh, it wagged its tail. Oh, it jumped into your car. What a lovable moment. Oh, God.
He jumped up into your car. Like, I don't understand. He's not even capable of defending himself.
Then said, oh, yeah, that's low IQ. That's low IQ.
The young pit bull was found almost lifeless in Pompano Beach with stab wounds to his face and chest.
I was able to give him some water, got him to my car. She let me put him in the car, and
Notice how he had to correct that. Oh, he let me put him in the car. You hear that?
She let me put him in the car, and
So he wanted to refer to the dog not attacking him. Oh, it let me put it in the car. See, exactly what I said. That they exaggerate and over-glorify each second that passes that the dog is not attacking anyone. And they use those moments as proof that it never will attack anyone in the future. How can I not conclude these people got a low IQ? That's dangerously low, man. That's stupidity at a dangerous level right there.
I drove him to the vet.
The couple tells me they drove Justice to Snapper Creek Animal.
You see, stupidity is not... You're not supposed to be so stupid that you endanger yourself. Once you start to endanger yourself, that's when you're supposed to snap out of your stupidity. That's supposed to wake you up. But with these nutters, no, it doesn't.
Hospital. Iheart Animal Rescue is now paying for the dog's treatment, who is undergoing intense surgery. Justice is fighting for his life.
He's in surgery now. They're going to be taking an enucleation of his eye because it's really damaged.
Oh, shut up. Who cares? Wasting our money on a worthless dog. Stop wasting it. That money could be used on people somewhere. Worthless mutt that needs to be exterminated. You should be ashamed of yourselves for bringing these things onto this earth.
His chest, leg wounds. He's been living in hell for quite a while.
And it's not the only case of abuse. Iheart Animal Rescue has now...
Y'all have not proved that this was a case of abuse. You don't know what happened, so stop saying that.
helped. This lab mix was also found a couple days ago. Jake found malnutrition. You can see his bones. The 2-year-old dog can barely move.
Malnutrition, you can see its bones. Oh, you can see its rib cage. It does not take long for dogs to become emaciated because they're full of parasites that's constantly eating the food inside their body. A dog can escape. It can run away from its home, get lost. 2-3 days later, now you can see its rib cage. And here comes these nutters. Oh, it's dog abuse. Some evil human somewhere starved it on purpose for fun.
Brutal to an animal. It's severe cases of animal cruelty and hate crimes on animals.
You don't know that. That's a fact. You don't know that. You're making blind assumptions. That's another fact. It is not a fact that these dogs were abused. That is not a fact. Okay, so I'm right and you're wrong, nutter. But yeah, you know.
But together.
But them lying, bold-faced lying, there's obviously reward in that. You know, maybe that's what I should do. I should focus on lying to people. And the lies should be very dangerous and ridiculous. Because obviously the most absurd the lie is, the more people believe it.
It's severe cases.
Oh, shut up. I didn't want to hear that no more. Get out of here, man. There was something else. Well, wait a minute. Yeah, listen to what this guy says.
Of animal cruelty and hate crimes on animals.
But together, they're giving these pups hope.
Yeah. That was a case of a dog escaping. And this right here was could have been a case of a dog that attacked someone. This is a case of self-defense. Okay, I'm saying that this could be a case of self-defense. And you cannot say that it wasn't simply because they didn't report it. The person who could have been attacked simply didn't report it. They just left.
And love.
Even if he was an aggressive dog, I can't see an animal like that all beat down, and because it's ultimately our responsibility. Someone failed him somewhere.
Wow. Now, did you hear that? He said, even if it was aggressive, don't touch it. That's basically what he said. Even if it is aggressive, he said, I can't see a dog being beat down like that.
But together, they're giving these pups hope and love.
Even if he was an aggressive dog, I can't see an animal like that all beat down, and because it's ultimately.
What are you talking about? I can. Dog try to attack me or try to attack anyone. If they got a bat or something that they can use to defend themselves, yeah, I can see a dog being beat down. I can see it being shot. I can see it being stabbed. If it attacks someone and that person has that weapon, yeah. And in that scenario, the dog got exactly what it deserved. But you hear this nutter. You hear what he's saying. He's saying that even if it attacks you, don't touch it. And that's what he means, people. I'm not putting words in his mouth. That's what he said, and that's what he means. Y'all remember that guy who was being attacked by 3 pit bulls? And the police pulled up. They were about to shoot him. And then that's when the owner walked up and said, no, don't shoot him. She told those cops not to shoot those dogs as the dogs were attacking the man. So I know that that is what this man meant, because there are other nutters who said the exact same thing. Even if it's aggressive, don't touch it. And that's exactly why they never tell you to use a gun to defend yourself against a dog attack. They never tell you, even though in each state we have a right to use a gun. And that's what needs to happen. More dogs need to be shot to send a message. Okay? Shoot them in self-defense. Don't just get mauled and be a victim. Uh-oh.
Animal cruelty and hate crimes on animals.
But together and love.
Even if he was an aggressive dog, I can't see an animal like that all beat down, and because it's all.
Ain't that a low IQ thing to say? Even if it was aggressive, I can't see a dog beat down like that. What are you talking about, dude?
Ultimately our responsibility.
And then he said it's ultimately our responsibility. So he's saying that if the dog was aggressive, then it's our fault. It's humans' fault. Y'all have heard this talking point before, that aggressive dogs they're aggressive because humans failed them.
Even if he was an aggressive dog, I can't see an animal like that all beat down, and because it's ultimately our responsibility. Someone failed him somewhere.
He said someone failed him somewhere. No, I'm not responsible for aggressive behavior for some dog somewhere, and nobody else is either. It don't matter if dogs are raised in a family home or if they're strays. They're all violent, and so that kills your argument. Dogs that are violent, there are dogs that are violent that were not raised by nobody. What are you talking about? Shout out to whoever this farmer is. It's the first time I heard a story like this. Farmer shoots 4 dogs dead after they tried to attack his livestock. Good for him. If they hear more stories like this, they'll get the message. And we need more stories like this to surface, because then the journalists, the media outlets, would have to start to inform people that they are within their rights to use a gun in a dog attack. They never tell people that. Anytime they give you advice on how to deal with a dog attack, it always involves you just standing there and taking it. The most they'll tell you to do is curl up in a ball. They never tell you to pull out a knife. They never tell you to pull out a gun, even though the laws tell you you can use a gun. So hopefully more stories of self-defense like this comes out.